To other news now. It was an election that was snatched from the Iranian people, or at least that's the impression being given by Western media outlets. But are they telling the full story? Dina Gusovsky has been investigating.
Blood on the streets of Tehran. That's certainly what all the headlines say.
Fierce clashes between protesters and security forces taking a violent turn in Iran today.
Crackdown on dissent. Iranian police used tear gas.
If every resistance or revolution has its martyr, the Iranian election uprising seems to have found its own.
Even Barack Obama starts his news conference with the very topic.
First, I'd like to say a few words about the situation in Iran. The United States and the international community have been appalled and outraged by the threats, the beatings, and imprisonments of the last few days.
Iranians screaming fraud and demanding a fair election. That's what most people are seeing on their television screens. But are we only getting one side of the story?
I believe Ahmadinejad won the elections because the difference is 11 million. And you just cannot expect 11 million votes to be forged.
So why does the U.S. media seem to overlook this fact?
The American media serves as a propaganda ministry for the government.
So you have to also ask, what is the motivation behind all this intense coverage by CNN and MSNBC and Fox News? It seems like there is a coordinated and concerted effort to try to stir things up using the Western media.
These pictures from Tehran look all too familiar, and experts are questioning whether or not this may be another U.S. attempt to foment a color revolution in the Middle East, as it had done in Eastern Europe before.
There's a tendency now to take advantage of what is an internal problem with the present Iranian government. We see some of the same hallmarks in Tehran today with what we saw in Ukraine and Georgia and these other themed revolutions.
The CIA has been conducting a destabilization plan within Iran for the last 2 years. This is well known. It's been widely reported in the American and the British press, and we are seeing the fruits of an orchestrated protest.
Widely recorded, but perhaps ignored.
The former Iranian embassy stands in the heart of Washington, D.C., abandoned and desolate. But perhaps the United States has not yet abandoned its ambitions within Iran itself. And as Western media coverage continues to paint the same pictures, one has to wonder whether or not there may be more to this story than the eye can see. Dina Gusovsky, RT, Washington, D.C.